people here decree we've the right to life and liberty. We're all created equally in America, and we're going to live here happily in America. Our founding fathers crossed the seas and built the new world colonies. But King George wouldn't set them free, so they fought a revolution, the American Revolution.
Hi, my name's Diane Miller. You're currently watching the Just Kidding Around show. Thanks so much for joining us. We are thrilled this week to have Adam Lee with us. Hi, Adam.
How are you doing?
And if he looks familiar, it's because Adam has been on the show, is it twice before?
This is my third appearance.
Yes, he's also been on the Larry King show, the Martha Stewart show, but of course this is his favorite.
I like you more.
Aw. He's a local celebrity, and if you continue watching the show, you will hear more about Adam and his history. Quite amazing life he's had. We also want to give you permission to tape this. You might want to watch the show first time through, and if you tape it, then you might want to go back and actually try some of the things he's going to show us.
Okay, so I get to take control from here. I'm going to teach you guys how to make balloons or do my art, and I'm going to teach her how to do it also. So we haven't done it. She hasn't balloon twisted before, so I'm going to torture her a little bit. You guys get to watch it, and then hopefully you get to torture yourself at home.
May I interrupt and say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Adam has done amazing things. He does full-size sculptures with motors, amazing things. But when we ask him to be on the show, we actually ask him to do something that we thought would be hard for him, which would be to do something simple. So this show is about being simple.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
if you're going to ask me to do it, it better be simple.
Okay, so this is going to be your balloon.
Okay.
Red hot. And I will take this also. So I'll explain kind of what we're going to do. We're going to do the little basic dog that you've seen all the balloon twisters do before. But you always want to leave your balloon with a tip, or what we call a tail, because when you twist it, the air expands and you lose a little bit of the tail. So never blow up a balloon all the way to the end, otherwise you won't be able to twist it.
Was that about 1.5 inches? 2 inches?
Yeah, you probably have about a good 3-inch tail,
Really?
and I
Okay.
just already pushed the air back on mine. Okay, so always grab with 2 hands. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
So have your balloon facing the other way. There we go. Okay, so when you make a twist, I always keep one hand stationary, and then I use my fingers to twist. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going this motion, and always twist in the same direction.
Okay, you're rolling it towards yourself then.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to see you do that.
Okay, so this is stationary. How far down am I supposed to go?
I just kind of grab with my hand, so it's
Lord.
about the
And I'm gonna
size of my
start
fist.
twisting. Is this going to explode?
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. That's very funny. Excuse me.
Okay.
How many twists did I do? Did you say?
About 2 or 3 is
Okay.
the normal.
So
Now, if you just
stationary,
leave it
okay.
like this, a single twist won't stay. So if I let this go, look what happens. No matter how many times I do it, it won't stay.
Even 100 times.
Well, if you twist it all the way to the end, maybe it will form a coil, but we're going to make a dog this time.
Okay.
So you always have to have at least 2 twists to make a balloon creation stay, or the twist stay. So how I'm kind of doing it is with one hand, I'm holding both bubbles. So if you can kind of see, there's the one bubble, and I'm using my index and my thumb to kind of hold it. And now we're going to make about half the size bubble that we have already. And this is going to be one of the ears for the dog. So twist in the same direction.
So I'm holding both of these.
Yeah.
Okay, and then twist towards me again.
Twist towards.
Man, that gives me a Okay.
Always look at your tail. If you have room on your tail,
Yes.
then the air is just going to expand that way, unless there's a hole in the balloon, which it already would have popped.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're holding that. Now we're going to do it again. So you want to make the exact same size bubble that you just made.
Ooh. And so this is my third bubble?
This is your third bubble.
And it's in a straight, like a
So-
sausage link kind of thing.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like sausages. So
My
it
hands
should have something kind of like that.
Could a small child do this, or is this a lot for a kid to hold?
What I'm going to do is, this is the complicated version, and then I'm going to make an even simpler after this.
Good.
I'm
Because,
torturing you, and then I'm going to be nice.
because this is really a lot for my hand.
Okay, so now you're going to twist it together. So bring this balloon around. So just make it form kind of like a really, I don't know, like an N, I guess. So we're going to hold the balloons, and the two ears, the two small balloons, you're going to twist together. So you're going to put
Wait.
pressure.
Okay, the camera was on you. That's okay.
Put pressure right there.
Okay.
And
Yeah, they've got it good, so
twist.
just keep it there. How do you know you're turning it the right way?
There we go.
Oh, look.
So we have a dog head.
We do. Arf. Arf.
So now what I do is, it's pretty much all just your hand size. So you're going to grab again. You're pretty much going to do the exact same thing we just did.
Okay, so
And
I'm
it's
going to hold
gonna
this stationary,
Mm-hmm.
twist it towards me.
And it's going to form the legs. And for the legs, I like the legs a little bit longer. So what I do is I use my pinky to hold the stationary balloon. And then I use about the same length as my hand, and we make another twist. And exact same thing as we did with the ears, you make another twist. So it kind of looks very similar to what we did before, just with longer balloons on top.
Boy, that's a lot to hang on to. And I'm wearing rings. Should I have taken my rings off to do this?
No, unless there's pointies on them, but they look like they're rounded metal, so it should be fine.
Okay, so then it's like this again, that shape.
Okay. And now,
Now I give it to you.
one thing you want to do with balloons is, you don't want to yank them apart, but you want to kind of separate them a little bit. So it rests like that, and I'm just barely pulling up, because balloons don't like friction.
Ah.
And what I'm doing is I'm slightly pulling them apart so the balloons don't rub against each other, because that will make them want to pop.
Okay, by the way, I want to interject here that I am the school librarian at South Bay Elementary, and I've had Adam there, and Adam can make these things so fast. He's amazing. He will come in and do Yodas, and big trucks, anything the kids want, he can make, and
Yeah, I
he
don't
doesn't
really
go
like
this
these
slowly.
type of dogs. These are
No, he never
these
does anything like this.
a little simple.
Yeah, but
So
thank you for doing this.
Let's go ridiculously long on this body.
Okay,
And it's just as long as you want with the body.
I'm running out of air here.
It will be fine.
Okay.
And I pushed all my air to the end already, so it's really loose.
Okay.
But you can have it, and it's completely tight, and I could probably get one more twist, but I wouldn't be able to hold it. So you're fine for right now. And see, the air is already all the way to the end, so you can't see the air expanding now. So as long as you want, we're going to do a body. So it's the exact same thing we did the last two times.
Okay.
And try and make the front legs, or the back legs, the same as the front
right.
legs.
Okay. That's a lot to hang on to. Okay, my air's officially gone. So I got those, I put it together, and I
Put it together?
right here,
And
lift
twist.
it up a little towards me. Oh, I just think any minute I'm going to hear a pop.
So we have very, very long dogs, and this is the first thing most balloon twisters learn.
Okay, that's it.
So, there we go.
So if you're watching this on YouTube and you have questions, continue watching the show, because at the end of the show, we'll tell you how you can get in contact with Adam.
And now,
Did you start out, like, how old were you when you started doing this?
I took my first class when I was 16.
16, really? Okay.
I was a broke 16-year-old wanting some money, so I took the class and went to the farmer's market.
Yeah, but you do amazing things. Now, I hear you're the keynote speaker in Missouri in a couple weeks.
Yes, I have what is known as specific learning disability. So what it affects is my reading ability, writing, mathematical memorization. It literally affects every part of the brain. That's the diagnosis of it. For me, I'm the only one in my family that didn't go to college, and we all have some sort of medical degree, and I'm the only one. I'm the entertainer in the family. As far as IQ, I've been tested, and I'm smarter than some of my brothers. I'm not going to mention names. Chad. But
Is that Jed? What?
I mumbled it enough. Hopefully I don't get killed when I get home.
Censored.
Yeah, censored, just blur out my lips. But the disability affects individuals differently. For me, it was mostly reading and writing.
Okay.
But as far as another person, it could be mathematics.
That's something. The brain's fascinating.
But most people with learning disabilities are good with art. There's
Interesting.
been reports on that.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
We're going to be nice now, or I'm going to be
So
nice.
it means it's the other side of their brain they're using. Are you left-handed?
I'm ambidextrous.
Aha, that's interesting too.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
comes in really nice
You know,
when
why don't you do that real quick, and then slow it up with this, and then I won't be in the way.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the same creation a little bit simplified. So instead of making a twist where we have two ears, it's just going to be a loop. So you can, so kind of how I was holding it before, except there would be a twist here, here, and here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to grab. So it kind of looks like a foot or something right now, not much of a dog head. And then grab it again, and this would be the legs. So I think you guys can kind of figure out
That's
what
how
I'm
the
doing.
guys do it at the market, isn't it? To get it done, boom, boom, boom.
I haven't been there in quite a few years. And what I just did, I shouldn't be doing stuff without telling you. What I just did there is I locked it so it won't come undone. And you can do that with the other dogs too. Now you can untwist it really easy and it comes undone if you're doing it for kids. So if you ever want to lock the end of your balloon, there's usually two twists. So all I did is I pushed the tail through like that. And now it's ran through so it won't be able to untwist unless someone pushes the balloon
So
back.
that would go a lot faster then.
Yeah.
That's cute. I think I might even like that one better.
So, pow, pow, pow. Curvy tail.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
we
how
go.
cute is that? Okay, so now we got 4 dogs.
Okay.
4
So
dogs.
what we're gonna do now is, I'm kind of more of a lover. I'm not much of a fighter, and I want to be sweet.
A flower?
Almost. The flowers might be a little bit tricky for you. So.
Oh, just make them. You don't have to. You already taught me the dog. I'll just work on the dog. One thing's enough for me. So you go ahead and teach whatever you want to. I love your flowers.
I'm gonna make you try this. You have to try. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a heart. So what you want to do is you want to pretty much completely blow up a 260 balloon. That's
Oh,
what
there's different kinds of balloons?
Yes.
And this is a 260. What other kinds are there?
160s, 350s.
Oh, we're working with. Do you always
Yeah.
work with 260s?
This is what I work with 90% of the time.
Oh. Are these thicker? What does the number refer to?
So 2 inches around, 60 inches long. is how
But
they
the
got their
latex is the same then.
name. Yes. So,
It's like a picture frame.
kind of. So with this, I have probably about a 1-inch tail, and this is just kind of personal preference for me. I like to push the air almost to the end, and then just give myself enough of a little end where I can tie it to the other end. And I'm a little bit weird, and some people tie with 2 fingers. I tie with 1. So I just hold it, and then I just loop the knot right through.
Do your fingers get sore sometimes?
I have a callus.
Oh,
When I started, it was bad. Now I'm
used to it.
used to it. Okay. So this is not much of a heart. It's a little bit misshapen. Doesn't look like much right now. So what we want to do is we want to find the center of the balloon. So how you can do that is you just put the balloon together. So just keep putting the balloon together and move your hands up to the top, and it will kind of form around the center. So what we're going to do now is you're going to grab it, not too tight. You're just going to grab it. So grab it with the back of your hand, so like that. And then I fold it inwards.
Oh, brother.
So I'm going to hold it.
Okay, you just show them how to do that.
I'm going to hold it so they can kind of see what it's going to look like. So this is pretty much like a heart right now. And what you do is you kind of milk this end right here. So you grab it, and I'll do it mirror mode for me here, and then I just squeeze. So all the air is gone, and then I let it come back up. And let's, so it might be easier this angle now. So I just keep working with that end. So, woo! We got a holy balloon.
Well, at least it didn't pop.
There we go. So let's find the exact center for this. And so there is kind of a little heart for you.
Oh, there it is. Oh, thank
And
you for
then
my heart.
there's a lot of different things you could do with this. Since there's a little center balloon, or knot right there, you can hide it with a lot of different creations. And then you could have bears hugging here. What I'll do is, this is a little complicated.
It's okay.
but
They're
I'll
ready
just-
for advance now. They know the dog, and they know the heart. And this can be a bear.
This is going to be a bear. So with the bear face, you want about, I do my stuff a little bit smaller, so probably about 1 inch to 1.5 inch bubble. And this is going to be pretty complicated because you have to hold on to a lot of balloons to start off with. So I'm going to say the numbers, the number of inches. So this would be 1.5 inches. So I'm going to go 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 1 inch, yada, yada, yada. And that means the bubbles. So 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 3.5 inch balloons. Then I want a 1 inch bubble. 1.5 inches, 1 inch bubble, 1.5 inches.
Keep going.
So you can see there's a lot of bubbles, and then you take the balloons. So you twist it around where you have your first 2 links sticking out. So you should, once again, it kind of looks like a weird foot or something. And now what you do is there's 2 small bubbles right here and right here on the left and the right. What we do is we just do a little twist. So you pull up, and this forms the ears for the bear's head. So we have 1 ear done. Now let's do the other one. Okay, So, and you're holding that back balloon the whole time. So what you want to do a lot is if you have to use both hands, save your fingers. See how you can kind of learn how to hold the balloons. So always, these are your main twisting fingers. Then this is very important also, but you can use it for holding. What I'm going to do now is there's a hole right here. So I'm going to shove this balloon through the face, and it's going to come out. And
Oh, I see it. Oh,
so
that definitely looks like a bear.
there is a bear face.
Okay, hold that
And
still in case they want to.
Now,
so cute.
this is the easy part. All we got to do is a 1-inch bubble. And then you just kind of wrap the balloon around and you twist it around the heart. So you can kind of see what I'm going for at this point. So then you make another balloon for the body. It's probably about 1.5 inches. And then you loop it around again. And you should have a little bubble left over. Where's that?
Oh, is that his tail?
And that's going to be his tail. So with the loop right here, you bring it around. Oh, lost it. And then you just kind of, it's hard to get an angle on that. Then you just bring it around and loop it so your bear can stay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so did you guys get that little bear hanging onto the heart?
The face is the complicated part, and then the body's just, it's a
Okay.
snap.
So in a half hour, we've done 4 dogs, a bear, and a heart. Now, you've got 5 minutes. What do you want to end with? Got one of your flowers?
Okay, what I'll do is, this is pretty complicated, and I'm gonna have to go kind of fast.
That's okay.
But this is a very cute flower, and if you could learn it.
I like your flower better than other balloon flowers.
So,
This is 2 colors, right?
yeah, my flowers are 2 colors, this particular one. So what we're gonna do is you need 2 balloons for the petals, and you want them blown up the exact same as the heart. So you'll notice that looks very similar to the start of the heart.
Okay.
Woo!
Wow, I bet the sound got that. Ooh, I've been waiting for that all night. Now that that's over.
And if you notice I didn't jump, that's,
Used to
it
it.
ruins scary movies for me where they go, bah! And I think I could go to a gun range and be completely fine.
They pop a lot?
With lighting and heat.
Oh.
There we go. So what we're gonna do is you want to form the petals for the flower. So we need 3 loops the exact same size. And you just kind of have to judge it by eye. There's no real good way to explain it. So I'm using about 1/3 of the balloon. So, and it does not have to be completely exact, but it's close enough is good enough. And then we got to do the exact same thing with the pink. So we have 2 of the exact same things, different colors, and now we just twist those together. And we're gonna...
Oh, I haven't seen this flower. Okay.
You can call this good if you start making the other version of this and it starts popping. If this is all you can do, this works great for a flower. What you can do is you can start weaving them in and out. So So I'm going through the back and I'm forcing the balloon.
You're weaving them.
Yeah.
How did you learn this stuff? Did you make up, or did you just learn it?
This is just a pattern I saw online. I'm very visual, so if I see
Okay.
something, I could normally do it.
Okay, so
So
show that to the camera because we're going to be
This
signing off here.
is the complicated version of that flower.
Can you put a stem on it?
Yes, I can.
We're going to be wrapping things up. I hope you can see this two-toned flower. We've had Adam Lee on our show.
And you just put it right through. Bam, bam. Oops.
There we go. Listen,
There is a flower.
there's our flower. So thank you, Adam Lee.
Well, thank you for having me again.
Yeah, world famous almost. You're not outside of the country yet, but you've sure been in many states and been on many major shows. And thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for John Amos tonight. He was amazing. He did light, set, camera.
He set up most of this.
Yeah, he did. Wow. And thanks to Tom Dubuque. Hi, Tom. He's directing. Thanks, Bruce Tenney, very much for all you did. Bye, Mr. Feeney. Bye to the students at South Bay. And hi, YouTube.
Yeah. Hi, everyone on YouTube.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
We the people here decree we've the right to life and liberty. We're all created equally in America, and we're going to live here happily in America. Our founding fathers crossed the seas and built the new world colonies. But King George wouldn't set them free, so they fought a revolution, the American Revolution. Oh, we the people here decree we've the right to life and liberty. We're all created equally in America, and we're going to live here happily in America. The English army came in boats. It was buckskin versus bright red coats. Then the Yankees won the war and wrote our country's constitution, the United States Constitution. Oh, we the people here decree we've the right to life and liberty. We're all created equally in America, and we're going to live here happily in America. Through the passing years, the pioneers crossed the frontier without rest. Oh, the land was new when this country grew from the east coast to the west.